Hi. Today we're going to talk about bed sheets and food waste. What is the connection between bed sheets and food waste? I'll start with bed sheets. So these are a product, another product of our culture. Something that, of course, to survive in this economy, the producers need to find a way to produce more, even though we don't need them. I mean, seriously, how many bed sheets you really need? And we just, we use it at night. Usually they just take a lot of space in our cupboards, and beds take a lot of space in our houses, and that's another discussion. And this whole bed covers, and it's a thing, right? In Israel, it's especially ridiculous. So in Israel, in every holiday, I guess it's mainly Pesach, but probably also Rosh Hashanah. People that work in offices, they get a present for the holiday. And one of the favorite presents for the holiday is bed sheets for some reason. And the reason is that it's just someone makes a lot of money of it, right? That's the only reason. And then they market it, and then everybody's happy to get their bed sheets. But most people actually are not, because again, bed sheets, and what will they do with it? So we keep getting them, and sometimes we get them here in CityTree in their packages. And sometimes they have been in the cupboards of somebody for years in the package, because how many bed sheets a person wants? So first of all, get the bed sheets that other people do not want to keep in their cupboards anymore, and then make something with them that will help us save food. Amazing. So what do we do with the bed sheets? We saw bags for the refrigerator. This is a used bag. It has been used in CityTree for some months now. So I know it doesn't look so good, but I do want in these episodes, in this series, to really show things as they are. Because in reality, we use things. They're not always shiny and beautiful and in the package, right? And that's real life. So in the real life, lettuce in the refrigerator after a few days, it looks like this. It doesn't look so fresh as in the advertisements. It's true. However, it is completely edible. If we keep the lettuce in its original plastic packaging, it will be amazing for 2 days, and after 2 days it starts to rotten, and forget the lettuce. It will go to waste. If we switch the package and discard of the plastic that is usually what's called disposable, so we will dispose of it, and that's like a whole other conversation. We will dispose of the plastic, and we will put the lettuce in a cloth bag. It will continue to live almost indefinitely. Now, you will need to change your concept about how a vegetable looks when it's edible. The fact that it doesn't look beautiful doesn't mean it's not tasty. Really. Experiment with it. As long as it's not rotting, it is edible. Think that when we make the salad, it is smooshed anyway. It's like here, there's some black parts. Many times when we do the salads, it gets to this stage anyway, just by mixing with all the dressing and other vegetables. And sometimes it sits maybe for half an hour before we eat it. And it gets like that anyway. It doesn't stay whole and fresh, right? So it's really just concepts in our mind. And this is how this lettuce looks after it was in this bag maybe for 5 days. And it will stay in the bag even for 2 weeks and will not get rotten. Great. So now we're going to make some cloth bags for our vegetables. So remember the episode in which we did the handkerchiefs and the little towels? So when I used when we cut the bed cover, the duvet cover, I was talking about the parts that have the corner already sewn. So here I'm going to use it, and it's going to save me some work. In this case, I have this corner already sewn in advance, so I'm going to cut like that. This will be my bag of vegetables. All I need to do is to take care of the top and to close another part. And another example is the one from the side. So I'm going to, again, decide what length I want the bag to be. And I'm going to cut on the stripe because it's going to be nice looking. And I have a bag where I need to take care again of the top and the two sides. And it's almost ready. So now we're back with my beloved overlock machine. And very quickly, I can create bags for vegetables. At first, I will sew the top part of the bag. Now I have both tops sewn. I will fold it inside out. Unless I want the seams to be visible, that's also an option. It's not a problem. And then I will start from the top and sew the sides. And the other side, putting the top one on top of the other and doing the other side. And our bag is ready. Can you believe it? That's the bag. And soon the new vegetables are going to come, and we're going to pack them in beautiful new bags and put them in the fridge, and they're going to be saved for a long time. It's the end of the cycle of vegetables in the house of CityTree. So let's see how the fridge is looking. Oh my God, it is perfect. It's not always like that, I should say, but today for the filming, it's just really perfect. All the food that could have gone bad was consumed by the people of the house. Exactly in time, the vegetables are coming today from our beloved farmer, directly from the field, without seeing any refrigerator. It will come soon, and then we will put it in, and we will see how.
תודה. ירקות. הירקות שלנו מגיעים מהשדה, עכשיו נשים אותם במקרר. הנה החברים כבר מביאים את הארגזים, מיד נראה מה יש לנו בפנים. איזה ירק סימפטי ולא פרובלמטי, איזה כיף.
The vegetables are here. How exciting. It's the moment of the week, sometimes more than once a week. We have different farmers we work with. And it's the moment when I meet the fresh vegetables that haven't even saw any fridge. It came really directly from the field to us. So first of all, buying fresh vegetables really help with not wasting food, because if it's fresh, it will not go bad so fast. It's obvious. Then we need to pack them, as I said, in our special method with no plastic in the fridge. So I took it out of the plastic. I have here an amazing bunch of parsley, and I'm going to look for a bag that fits this, So our beautiful bag from before now is going to be in use in our refrigerator. So it goes in like that. So this farmer doesn't use rubbers, but if you get your greens with a rubber, sometimes they do that, right? Take out the rubber. It will also help a lot in keeping the vegetables. Coriander goes into another bag, a little smaller. Another method, if you don't have enough space in your refrigerator, is actually keep them in water. Those greens, if you take some kind of a container and you put a little bit of water at the bottom, and then you put all the greens in this container, just touching the water at their edges. For a few days, it can really keep very, very fresh and very well. So this is something if you want to experiment with preserving fresh vegetables outside of the fridge, this is like advanced. So this was another coriander, just posing to the camera. And now we have a lettuce. And I don't know if you can see it in the video, but compared to the lettuce that we saw before that was 5 days old at least, this is fresh. It radiates. You can really, really feel it. And probably you see that it's very, very fresh vegetable, probably very tasty. And for the lettuce, I need a bigger bag. So here's the lettuce going in. This is the secret, the CityTree's secret for keeping your vegetables in the fridge. Wow, full of good vegetables, and they are all packed in cloth bags, and they will survive. We will not waste food. Very happy. One more thing I forgot. I have to show you something. Look what came from the garden today. This amazing mangold leaves from the garden in the middle of Tel Aviv, and we're going to use them in our food. They're really, really amazing. So happy. They're so tasty. So I prepared myself for the last shot with the goodbyes and please be our patrons. But then I realized that I hold only greens in my hands. And you probably ask yourself, what about the tomatoes and the zucchinis and all kinds of other vegetables. So as we all know, the greens tend to go to waste, to spoil faster than the others. And you can decide if you want to use bags or not for the others by how thick their skin is. So for tomatoes, eggplants, carrots, you don't really need a bag. You can use a bag if you like it, but it's not really necessary. Just take them out of the plastic and throw them in the refrigerator's drawers. Other vegetables, just decide by the thickness of the skin. And if you have questions, you can just call us, take a picture of your vegetable, and we will tell you what's the best way to keep them in the fridge. So now, I want to say thank you for being with me today, and suggest, offer, invite you to be our patrons on Patreon page, so on our Patreon page, so we can continue to share this knowledge with anybody who needs this knowledge. And for the sake of our vegetables, I'm here, and you can try it at home. And yeah, thank you very much, and I will see you again soon.